Welcome to another episode of the Baggie Boys. Enjoy. Right, it's a tense one today. I'm trying to psych myself up for this one. It's a big doubleheader. We've got Man City both in the League and the Capital One Cup final. If we win the Capital One Cup, that's kind of like this series mission accomplished, really, to kind of bring some glory to West Bromwich Albion. If I can achieve that in my first season, that would be absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm trying not to psych myself up too much, just because if I don't do it, I'll be absolutely gutted if I hype myself. So at the moment, I'm not going to be negative, but I'm just keeping kind of level about it. And you know, if we win, we win. If we don't, so be it. We'll see if we can cram another season in before Football Manager 16 drops. Because the moment that drops, this series is done, and we're going to start something else on that. But yeah, we've got 2 games to get into. So, you know, without any further ado, yeah. Try and beat Manchester City twice in one episode on like 3 hours sleep. Yeah, that's a great idea, Ash. Oh, and just kind of a heads up, since the last time we played, this is kind of what happened. Obviously, the end of the last episode, we played Chelsea at the end of the transfer window, and that was a really, really crazy game. But, you know, such as life, we went out, we tried to attack them, and you know, we scored 3 goals against Chelsea. Just so happens that they scored 7 in return. But since then, we played Sunderland straight off the back of that, smashed them 4-0. Probably one of the best all-round team performances I've ever had with any team on any Football Manager game. It was brilliant to watch. I kind of wish I recorded it. And then we played Arsenal, which was a very interesting game, because I decided, you know, instead of you know, just going gung-ho against the big teams, they're having a more measured tactical approach about it. And yeah, we managed to beat them 1-0 playing on the counter. Yeah, Arsenal, tactical fluidity against big teams. Then we played Leicester 4-1. Again, pretty straightforward. Other than their goal, it didn't really look in doubt at any point. And then finally we played Southampton. We beat them 3-1, and again, we didn't really encounter any real difficulties with this. And you know, the team's in good form. Jeffren, again, he's just hit the ground running. He's getting goals, he's getting assists, and he's just causing problems left, right and centre. So I'm hoping that can kind of continue against Manchester City today. Right, so I've just seen that if I win this, I can go above Stoke, and that puts us straight into 6th position, which is absolutely crazy for West Brom. But yeah, so we've got a big game ahead of us first. We can't get ahead of ourselves, but we know what's at stake. Right, so here are the lineups, and that Man City side is absolutely mad, but we'll try and focus on what we're trying to do today, and really try and put that out of our minds until kick-off. But yeah, Ben Foster at the back, obviously. Pochignoli, Dawson, Balanta and Gamboa. Over the course of the season, these guys have come together and formed a really solid back line. In front of them, Stark and Malumbu. Perfect shields, and couldn't really ask for much more. Left wing, our new signing Jeffren. Hopefully he can continue his great run of form and have a good game against Man City. Right wing, Varela, who, if I carry this save on, I'm going to be trying to keep him permanently instead of just as a loan signing, because he's absolutely fantastic. And Sessegnon is just really miserable. In attacking midfield, we've got Blanco, and up front, obviously, the main man, Berahino. We've got a pretty strong bench as well, other than Anichbe, who's really just there just in case Berahino gets injured. We've got Wisdom, we've got Cech, Lescott, Aymar, Sessegnon and Nguemo. So I'm comfortable bringing any of those players on during this game, regardless of what the situation is. But yeah, I think, you know, if we play well, if we play like we did against Arsenal, we might be able to snatch something here. Let's go. Right, so we've got the first real chance of the game, and Pochettino tries to whip that free kick in. Doesn't quite beat the first man, but we're still on the attack here. It's still us. We're keeping the ball and we're trying to create chances down that side, but Clichy's mopped it up. And now Man City are on the attack. Stark dispossesses Fernandinho, but they've got the ball back into the middle. And Navas is out wide on the left. He's taking on his players, but he can't get the finish away. Right, we got a chance out here. Blanco tries to whip it in. Torre clears. Pochettino's picking it up. He's found Stark. Malumbu, Blanco. Can we fashion anything here? That was crazy. I don't know what that pass was. Okay, we've got a corner. Blanco finds Jeffren. Can he get himself an assist? Malumbu. It's been blocked. Can we get this in? Someone have a shot. And Company clears it. Right, ball still in midfield. And yeah, we're sitting deep on the counter, and right now it seems to be working, but obviously that does invite pressure, and they've got a corner. Nazio looks to whip this one in, and Foster picks up. Man City have got the ball in midfield. They're looking to work it, and Navas has got it out wide right, and he looks to cross it in. Oh my goodness, he hit the back post with his cross, and Foster nearly bundled it in, but we managed to scramble it clear. But they're still on the attack, and Aguero's got it. And he's offside, thankfully. But Man City are still on the attack again now. And we're managing to get these tackles in, but we're not keeping hold of the ball once we do. And they're just kind of getting the scrappy seconds. But they've got the ball again. Navas has switched back out to the left again. And, wow. Okay. I don't really know what happened there, but Man City have scored. A really weird ball in from Navas. Well, I guess we'll see it on the replay now. But that was quite crazy. Navas floated that, and Foster should have dealt with that. Then he stood there and watched as Jovetic passed it to Aguero, and Aguero's got the easiest finish in the world. That's really poor considering Foster's been good all season. Right, so that's half time, and that's really quite frustrating, to be honest, because it was just some really weird, I guess, football manager-esque goalkeeping that's let us down. Other than that, we've been pretty level with them. They've had chances, we've had chances. And just one bit of really silly goalkeeping has, cost us the lead. And now we've got to go out and try and attack Man City in this second half because of that. Right, so we've got an injury to our left back Pochettino. I've got to bring on Marek Cech as a sub. It's not ideal, especially considering the wingers that Man City have got. I was really hoping that Pochettino would be able to stay on because he's pretty good. Cech is okay, but he's not Pochettino, and I think this game's going to kind of run away from us now, unfortunately. Hopefully he can prove me wrong. Man City they're still knocking at the door, and again, the fact that they can't score right now makes that earlier goal all the more irritating, because we really could have got something from this had that not gone in, because I don't know, they don't seem to be doing an awful lot right now. But they've got this corner. Let's see if we can deal with this. Yep, and with defensive set pieces come to the rescue again. Right, so I've made some my last two subs. I'm bringing on Pablo Aimar and Stefan Sessegnon, replacing Blanco and Varela. Just going to try and create something else up top. I don't know what we can do really, other than just go for it. Right, Aimar, it was to float that into Berahino, back to Aimar, and please tell me that counts. It's 1-1. We've equalised. That's what happens when you bring on Pablo Aimar. Instantly creates a chance. Lashes a half volley. Hart makes a good save, and Berahino mops up the seconds there. But we've equalised very late in the game. All right, now can we snatch this? Berahino, it's gone back out to Sessegnon on the second sub, and he's flashed his shot wide. But we really might get something out of this. It looks like the clock's going to run down. Last chance of the game. Please not like this. Company on the edge of the box, and he's shot wide. I think that's pretty much going to be it. We're going to get the final whistle from this, but this is going to be a great result. I can't believe it. Yeah, that's it. 1-1. Right, so we managed to snatch a result against Man City, 1-1, And I think we deserved it, to be fair. When that first goal went in, I thought it was going to be one of those days. But we managed to claw it back. And, you know, we battled. We matched them. And, you know, we didn't show them too much respect. And as a result, we managed to get a very valuable point. Right, so that result puts us into 8th. We're above Liverpool. And Arsenal in 4th place. They're only 6 points away from us. And me being an Arsenal fan, I know how easy it is for Arsenal to throw away 6 points. Just below them are Tottenham. They're shit. So it's really not out of reach. I think European football's got to be the aim now. I think anything less is going to kind of leave a bit of a sour taste for the end of this season. So let's just see what we can accomplish. It was at this moment that my camera decided to lose focus, like Tottenham in the second half of a football season. And similar to Tottenham fans, we're just going to pretend everything's absolutely fine. Right, so it's the big one, the Capital One Cup final against Manchester City. And Manchester City have rotated. They've still got some very good players in this team. Fernando, James Milner, and that back four is still very strong. And Caballero is no joke as a goalkeeper. But, you know, they've rotated. And even their bench, David Silva and company are still on the bench. But, you know, there's no Aguero, no Dzeko, that sort of thing. So it'll be interesting. As for us, we've got a completely unchanged side. I was going to play Aymar in there, but I don't think he's got the legs to play 50-60 minutes against Man City. So the best bet is bringing him on late and letting him make an impact then rather than at the start. Alright, Jeffren with the corner. Nastasic clears, only as far as Malumbu. Back out to Jeffren, crosses, and Berahino scores. That's 1-0. We're 1-0 up. Oh my god. Is disallowed it? How? Why? Offside? Surely not. Oh my god. Alright, okay. Okay, now Man City have got the corner. And Milner's going to look to whip this one in. And, oh, we just about managed to get that clear. They've got a second bite at the cherry. Milner floats that in and Foster deals with the second one. Blanco finds Berahino. You can hear my daughter cheering me on in the background. Berahino finds Varela. Back out to Berahino. Can he whip this in? Sinclair deals with the first. Gamboa out to Balanta. We're building again. Malumbu. Weird ball in. Doesn't quite reach Berahino, but we're still on the attack. Stark. Blanco. Jeffren. Can we do anything better from this side? Malumbu. Blanco. Finds Berahino. And the shot's wide. Okay, now Man City are on the attack with Milner. And we managed to get the first one clear. Brooks is going to look to try and fire something in. Foster deals with the shot from Fernando. It's really end-to-end stuff here. It's crazy. Right, so 0-0 at half-time. And it's a pretty even game. Chances from both sides. We had a goal disallowed. I could only imagine for offside. I guess at the end of the game I'll look over that replay and see really what happened. But as it stands, it's 0-0. We've got a second half to go out there and try and win. Right, I'm making some subs, and again it's Aymar and Sessegnon to come on. This time replacing Jeffren. He's really tired, so I'll put Varela out on the left, and Sessegnon is coming on the right. And apparently my daughter seems to agree with my tactical changes, so hopefully we can go on and snatch something here. Let's go. Right, so it's 2 minutes to full time, and Varela's also taken a knock and had to come off. Got no real left winger, so I've had to put Marek Cech on. Not ideal. He's got decent passing and crossing stats, like, well, we're talking bang average. So we'll see what he can do. I'm not expecting great things, but just hope that, you know, he makes up the numbers here and, you know, gives us that option out on the left. And hopefully we can still snatch something here. The game's still winnable. Right, so it's 0-0 at full time, so we've gone into extra time in the cup final. And it's anybody's guess. The game's been ridiculously even. And I really think we can go for this. So let's see what we can do. Alright, Man City are on the attack, and it's really squeaky bum time right now. We don't want to lose it here, not like this. But they are going for it. Silva's got it on the edge of the box. He's going to look to whip it in. Ambrose, and they've scored. Fuck's sake. That is so harsh. That is so ridiculously harsh. David Silva, capable of winning you a game at any point. And it's a great ball in, and Ambrose slots it home. Alright, we've gone overload. We've just got to go for it, really. We've come all this way. Let's try and win this. All the chances are now going to Man City. But Stark now on the attack. And we're flooding forward. There's plenty of support. Malumbu finds Aymar. Back out to Sessegnon. And the ball into the box, but not really to anybody. And we go again. Aymar out to Pochignoli. Looks to beat his man. Crossing again, and there's nobody actually following these up. Two very good crosses into the box, and no one's chasing them. And, you know, we've got like a minute of added time. Man City now wasting time. The game's theirs. And, you know, it's our last chance. And, you know, I think the lads have just given up, which is really sad. And it's unlike this bunch of players to give up. But, you know what? We've given it our all for most of the game. I think everyone's just a bit tired now. And Man City are last attack. We've cleared it, and that's pretty much going to be full time. Malumbu makes a challenge. Aymar, no, that's the whistle. Man City have won it in the end. And that's really, really heartbreaking. Okay, let's watch this. This is the disallowed goal that was disallowed, I imagine, for offside. And he's absolutely offside. I'm going to slow that down. Right, so here's the goal they've disallowed, and I've slowed this right down now, and we're going to decide whether this is offside or not. Because if this is onside, that's cost us the game here. So the initial corner comes in, cleared by Nastasic. Right? Malumbu chases it. Finds Jeffren, who's absolutely onside. Ball comes in. Berahino's absolutely onside, and they've disallowed that goal. And if that's been disallowed for offside, I'm absolutely furious, because that wins us the game. I can't believe that. Right, so there's confirmation. 1-0 to Man City, and as we've just seen, we've been absolutely robbed out of that game. A perfectly legitimate goal was chalked off for an offside that didn't happen, and we really should have a bit of silverware to be lifting, and there should be a procession and an open top tour going down Soho Road, and it's just not happening. It's absolute bollocks, really. There's no other way to describe that. And I can hear the brummy coming out in my voice. I don't care, because I'm absolutely furious about that. Right, that's the end of this episode. I just don't really want to say much else, to be honest. We'll be back soon with, I guess, the run into the end of the season. We'll see how that goes. But that's really annoyed me. I really shouldn't have looked back at it, to be honest. I should have just been blissfully ignorant and thought, yeah, linesman's got it right. But I knew as soon as it got disallowed that there was something wrong there. But you know what? Yeah, we got to a final. We're still in the FA Cup, and Europe is still a very real possibility for this team. So we've got to kick on next match, see what we can accomplish. Until then, thank you for watching. Sorry that we didn't have something to celebrate this episode, but you know, we've got the rest of the season to see what we can accomplish, and maybe play another season before the new Football Manager comes out. But yeah, until then, Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and peace out.